and finish off the job.
It was a ridiculously long season, wasn't it? I mean, you guys that were involved in the World Cup training camp initially, they met, I think I saw after the England's last performance, that it was a year and 3 days since they'd met for that pre-season camp. You talked about managing that. How do you manage yourself through pre-season now? I mean, the body's getting a little bit older. Are you still enjoying it as much?
Yeah, luckily I had an operation a couple of days after the final, so I'm on my own rehab program. But I think as long as you get a good mental break, I think that's really important in rugby these days, is having something to keep you occupied outside of the game that keeps you fresh for when you're back on the pitch. And at Saracens, obviously, we pride ourselves on working hard, but more enjoying it in the same respect. So there's a feeling of camaraderie and togetherness, and everyone is delighted to see each other, be back at the squad, and pushing each other to the limits every day.
And Robbo, new season ahead, you mentioned the challenges. Do you set yourself goals of where you're expecting to finish, or is it literally just survival when you come back?
No, we set ourselves goals. We'll focus on every game, and each game will provide different challenges for us. And we will use our squad. We have a big squad. We've got players that have never played in the Premiership before. We don't know how they're going to perform. We're going to see some young, new talent come through, which we're excited to see. We've got a couple of old heads. People like Gavin Henson, signed to CPC, David Lemmy. They're really looking forward to being in the Premiership and showing what they can do. So we have plenty of challenges for us, but what we'll do is focus on ourselves. And as long as we go out and play to our very best in every game, then we'll get some rewards out of it.
A few new laws coming in this season, with particularly the scrum and the mauling laws. Have you been working on ways to counteract the effect of those?
I was showing them with Tony Spreadbury yesterday. So
any clearer?
As long as the referees are clear, we'll be having that. Yeah, I think the laws are great. It's a tough game to referee. It's certainly a tough game to play, but the important thing is for us is to understand that we've got to control it ourselves. And the mauling part of English rugby is phenomenal, and it's a great art to have. And I think that's one area where we're going to look to see how we can improve in it.
And Brad, probably finish with you, and I'm sure every single director of rugby is trying to emulate at the moment what Saracens do. Can you give us an insight into the secret of the success at the moment?
I think it's hard to say. There's no overwhelming philosophy that I think that makes a successful team. I think we're a group of players that have been together for a certain amount of time, acquired a lot of experience playing together. They have a lot of respect and love for the club. They like playing with each other and have that drive and overwhelming sense of wanting to do something big together. When you combine those attributes, I think it takes you a long way.
Excellent, guys. Thank you. The guys aren't taking any questions now, but they will be around for a one-on-one chat later.